As part of our Indo-Russian literary meet, we have with us here today Ms. Anna Esparsa. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Just a few questions. This video would be later seen by our students of the university. Ma'am, a few questions. First of all, for a person living in India, tell me, I'm curious to learn from you, how is life back in Russia, especially in the wake of the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict?
Well, if you go to Moscow, you will not find anything that reminds you of the difference, what was 5 years ago, what is now. We, I think, have become stronger because I think that many people united because each of us wants to do something for the prosperity of our country. And me as a historian and as the person who curates big international projects, I feel that I'm responsible for popularization of Russian literature, Russian culture, and at the same time I'm very happy that I have the opportunity to curate such a great, to my mind, great project that we need very much nowadays. I mean the School of Young Translators, because we think that knowing the language, translating literature, is the way to make a cultural bridge that will help us to be together and to work over future projects, because when there is the language, there is the mutual understanding.
Absolutely. So you've come here mainly to attend the Kolkata International Book Fair. Is this your maiden visit to India?
It is my second visit to India,
okay.
And for me it was a great excitement to come to India for the first time. It was 1 year ago, and it was Kolkata. It was a New Delhi book fair, where I was in 2023, and now it is my first visit to Kolkata and the second visit to India. And of course, Kolkata and Delhi are very different cities, and for me as a historian, it was, well, I would say more interesting to visit Calcutta, because here I see the places of interest about which I have been reading all my life, but now I can see them and I can visit them, and it's a great pleasure to feel the vibe of Calcutta. It's unique.
So did you have the opportunity of attending the book fair, the Kolkata International Book Fair, which is going on? And your take on that, ma'am?
Yeah, of course. Yesterday we opened our stand at Kolkata Book Fair, and using the opportunity, I'm inviting everybody to take part and to come and to participate, because we have lots of writers who are coming these days to Kolkata, and there will be the possibility to have not only a lecture but a talk, and to understand who are now the best Russian writers, what they think about, and what they want to talk about.
Okay, now coming to the recently concluded lecture, which you just delivered here. Ma'am, you spoke about British and Russian Romanticism. Very shortly, for the benefit of our students who will be seeing this video later on, could you just harp on 2 or 3 common points of influence maybe between Russian and British Romanticism?
I was speaking about Romanticism as the system of values, and the system of values was made not only by British writers or thinkers or French writers and thinkers or Russians. It was the community of people who had the same values and who were able, very talented, to translate these values to the whole world.
Great. Ma'am, you're also an internationally published author. So tell us a little bit about your forthcoming publications. Are you launching any new work of yours at the Kolkata International Book Fair this time round?
Well, I would be with great pleasure an author in Bengali language, but unfortunately not now. Now with my colleague from Delhi, he is Professor Dr. Sono Saini, who is translator of my books, of my articles and my exhibitions. We made the book about Russian literature, where you can find the authors like Pushkin, Lermontov, Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, Chekhov, who are well known all over the world, and our contemporary writers who unfortunately are not so much popular. And actually I created a book and the exhibition like a dialogue between nowadays writers and the great authors of the 19th and 20th centuries, because when we speak about Russian literature we have the endless topics and entire eternal topics for speech and for research. And so I hope that this book in Hindi, which we have published, will be also popular here in Calcutta.
I'm sure it would find many takers. Ma'am, coming to India-Russia collaboration, what according to you is the future of India-Russia ties when it comes to the field of higher education?
For me, it's very important to have the partnership between universities of India and of Russia, but the most important is to have partnership with people, because a human being comes to a human being. And all the projects which held the Institute for Literary Translation that helps to make popular Russian literature and Russian writers, and we are here due to the forces, due to the great work of Institute for Literary Translation. So I hope that there will be such projects at the School of Young Translators, and I hope that in Calcutta there will be the faculties where we can speak with the students, not English but Russian language. And of course I hope that in Russia Hindi, Bengali and other languages of India will be heard, and our students will be able to speak and translate Indian literature. That is very important.
Ma'am, you spoke of people-to-people contact. So what are the areas of collaboration which a university, a newly founded university like ours, can pursue with Russian higher educational institutions for the betterment of our students?
I think that it's very important to meet personally, because the COVID times made us a little bit separate, because to my mind Zoom, WhatsApp, it's like an illusion of communication. That is why now it's so important to have the partnership that is based on eye-to-eye contact, when you feel the person, when you really can understand the mentality of the country through the eyes of the student or the professor who comes from the other country. You need to eat together, to have walks around the city.
Exchanges.
Yeah, cultural exchanges play very important role, and the factor of a human being and friendship and true relationship. I think that this is what we need to make.
Finally, ma'am, how do you feel coming to our campus? You've seen our campus. Your opinion?
Well, for me, it was a great challenge to come here because I wasn't even dreaming about to see the poster, because this is this top cover of one of my films, from internet, and I was so excited and amazed when we entered the campus and I saw these posters, and I saw how much you were prepared for my visit, and it's fascinating. I'm so grateful for such a story, because it's unique when you come, when you're a foreigner, that you are a wished guest, that everybody wanted to see you, and you feel not through words but through actions. So I'm very happy to be here, and I'm grateful 1,000 times to people who invited me, and such a great audience, because your student and your professors showed how knowledgeable they are, how much prepared they are, and the very high level of preparation. And I'm really excited to continue our relations with your university, and I will be happy if you come to Moscow. You have the chance to participate in academic and cultural and educational life of Russia.
Thank you so much for the invitation, ma'am. Finally, your message for our students.
My message to you, the students, is to be ambitious, but ambitious, not reaching followers at social nets, not trying to earn more money, but to be ambitious, to think, to be smart, to be educated, and to feel that you are able to create, not to be a user, but to become a creator. And of course, be curious to life, to people who are around you, and try to have the best what is in your life and to share it with the people who need it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking time out and coming here.
Thank you. Thank you.